do, first things first, stretch out the top of that shin bone. Simple as this, you don't have to do anything crazy. Maybe with shoes on, it'll be a little easier. We're looking for a stretch on this line here. Once we do that, we come into a left stretch, square hips, lean back, try to take this hip and spin that way. See how that pushes this way? So this is number 2. And then we're gonna go into a tricep stretch. I don't personally advise this one. This is a little awkward. I personally would advise you to do more of a like elbow in a wall, because then you can get this as well. So you can get the stretch, lean this into the wall, stretch tricep here, lean the head back. So that way we get tricep. And then for activation stuff, I would do kind of from pronation to supination, looking to get that subscap to work properly. As you're doing this, you're trying to basically get this to pull, again, get this sternum closer to the right hand. The other one to add in would be a left shoulder stretch. The arm, remember, your arm kind of wants to come forward this way, so you want to bring him back, spin, try to get the pinky side down, and then head across this way. This will get that big tightness that you have. Again, here, you can stretch the groin if you need to, and you're going for a twist to pull this across. Doing this series of ankle, hip, shoulder, tricep stretch, and then activation this way, we'll get the space here, so that way we can solderize that with the laser coming soon. The last piece to add is that in each of these stretches that we're holding, I want you to hold them for a solid minute minimum. You can hold longer if you want to. Focusing on taking deep breaths in. Think of this like you're doing yoga. Like every exhale, you're gonna push a little deeper into the stretch, because what we're doing is we're trying to use the stretch to pull the bones back where we want them to go, to allow the space for the elbow to grow and build that muscle back up. A problem you might run into is that you might have your tendons might be a little bit too tight, specifically like in your kneecap or in your hip or groin flexor area. And you may actually need to come in for us to do a hands-on session just so we can actually make the space before we can get the laser for the solderizing. It is a bit of a process. Usually most people, they come in to see me more often, but for you, you got discipline. So if you run into that problem and you're not getting a stretch where I told you should get a stretch, then we'll come in, we'll do another assessment, we'll see if we can augment it however we need to.